We're in session at cause number 330674, case of style, the state of Texas versus Arthur Kwanzaa Howard. Mr. Howard, is that your full name? Mr. Howard, how are you doing?
I'm fine, you, sir.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Howard. Your attorney record is attorney David Breston. However, attorney Breston is not present here today. However, attorney Billy Rowlett is here in place of attorney David Breston. Does he have your permission to stand in for attorney David Breston?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Attorney Rowlett, how are you doing?
I'm very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Attorney Rowlett, what is the announcement you'd like to make in Mr. Howard's case?
Okay, Your Honor. Visited with Mr. Daniel Boyd, and there's still some discovery to be had. Also, we want to hopefully negotiate the offer a little bit. And we've also brought with us a DVD that after I'm adjourned here, I'm going to go get his video evidence. And I think we're all set as far as discovery. We just had not had a chance. I mean, we're going to be getting it shortly. And this case, my understanding is today's first announcement.
Okay.
So if the court's okay with it and everybody else is, we'd like another announcement so that we can figure out what we're going to do.
Okay, how much time do you need?
Is 60 days possible?
Okay, that's fine.
Outside your time frame.
That's fine.
I know, Your Honor, they were potentially going to apply for pretrial diversion too. I gave them the information for Mr. Pat's secretary to send that to. So I know that could take a little bit to get an answer.
Well, let's just, second week in February.
February 9th.
Okay, case is reset to February 9th,
All right.
2022. Attorney Rowlett, you can stand over in the 4X in front of our court coordinator. You're gonna sign the pad, and she's gonna give you your reset. And Mr. Howard, once you get your reset, you'll be able to get your reset from your attorney. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. And Mr. Rowlett, once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Okay.
You won't be able to see it, but I
Okay.
will. No.
Daniel Para.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
That's a copy for you and your form.
This is cause number 330606, case of style of state of Texas versus Daniel Para. Mr. Para, is that your full name?
Yes.
How are you doing, Mr. Para?
I'm good. How
Yes,
are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Para. You're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Walter Windler. Attorney Windler, how are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor. Fine.
That's good. Attorney Ham, how are you doing?
Oh, good, Your Honor. Thank you. Chris.
Mr. Windler, what is your announcement in Mr. Para's case?
I'd like to get a 30-day reset if I can, give the prosecutor and I a chance to look a little closer at his case.
Okay,
See if we can come to an agreement.
okay, give us okay, it's gonna be reset till February 2nd of 2022.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's all twos, two. And you can get your reset from our court coordinator. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. And Attorney Wendell, you have a blessed day. And Mr. Para, once you get your reset from your attorney, you have a blessed day as well. And you'll be free to go. Stand over there and get your reset.
Thank you.
Mr. Macon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Chandler, I believe, is up
Yes.
there on the Zoom.
Okay, we're in session in cause number 329 730, case to style the state of Texas versus Jason Oliver Chandler. Mr. Chandler is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Chandler, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. And Mr. Chandler, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney James Macon. Attorney Macon, how are you doing?
Today's one of the good days, Your Honor.
That's good. Now, Mr. Macon, okay, and I think Mr. Boyd, you handling this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, how are you doing, Mr. Boyd?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Macon, what's your announcement in Mr. Chandler's
Your
case?
Honor, I have the discovery, and as of yesterday, we were able to open up the thumb drive thing, and I'll be getting with Mr. Chandler. He lives kind of off, and so we've got to mail stuff to him. I'd ask for a normal reset.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna be reset February 2nd, 2022. Thank you. And Mr. Macon, you can get your reset from our court coordinator. Is this your last case?
It's the only one I have.
Okay, once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And
Thank you, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chandler, your attorney will be given the reset. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. This will conclude your case and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, we did? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, sir, you may.
Which one? At the bottom? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I missed that. Renee Castaneda Laura. I didn't know you had, I missed that one. I didn't see your name down there.
Your Honor, we're gonna ask for a reset on this one too. He speaks Spanish.
Oh, Mr. Bailey. Get Jennifer, that's the interpreter. You could go out that way and get her, and you could get Mr. Castaneda as well.
Same scenario as with the side. We're gonna ask for a reset.
Is there? No.
agarrar la fecha en un documento, una vez que se lo da, se puede retirar y que tenga un bendecido día.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Winley, you can stand over there and get your reset. Your case is reset for February 2nd of 2022. And once and you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Okay, this cause number 329-730. Next case is cause number 329-380, State of Texas versus Christopher Derrick Curtis. This is cause number 329-380. Case is styled the State of Texas versus Christopher Derrick Curtis. Mr. Curtis, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Curtis?
Great, sir.
That's good. Now, Mr. Curtis, your attorney of record is attorney Terrence Allison. Ms. Allison is not here. However, attorney Markevius Allen. Marivius Allen is standing in for Mr. Allison. Does he have your permission to stand in for
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Allison? Okay. Mr. Attorney Allen, what is your announcement in Mr. Curtis's case?
Yes, we just like to put this case on the trial docket.
Okay. Give us,
3-7.
case is gonna be reset to March 7th of 2022 for trial. Okay, Attorney Marivius Allen, you can get your reset. Please sign that pad over there on the far left, far right. And once you sign that, she'll give you your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Curtis, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Oh, that guy's in jail. Okay, what case? Is that guy's in jail, huh?
No,
Kenneth Taylor?
Michael Resendez,
Okay, what page?
page 2.
Is he, okay, why don't you go get Michael Resendez? Okay, this is cause number 329-306. Case of style State of Texas versus Michael Anthony Resendez. Mr. Resendez, is that your full name? Okay, Mr. Resendez, how are you doing? You doing pretty good? Okay, that's good. Now, Mr. Resendez, you're represented by your attorney, Attorney Charles McIntosh, who is appearing via Zoom. Mr. McIntosh, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge. I apologize for not being there today. I'm at the jail this morning.
Okay, now, Mr. McIntosh, what is your announcement in Mr. Resendez's case?
Judge, this is our first appearance. I need to get with the DA's office and also my client. So I would just ask for another reset to try to have a better idea next time.
Okay. Okay, give us a reset date. Okay, your case is reset to, February 2nd, 2022. Once you get your reset from your attorney, Mr. Resendez, you're gonna stand in front of our court coordinator, and you're gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go when you have a blessed day, and stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. Okay, and Mr. McIntosh, your reset will be sent to you. You have another case, but this gentleman, Kenny Thibodeau, is in jail. So I think he's set on
Yes,
the
Judge.
252nd docket. Actually, is set today. And so depending on what happened with that, if the case is reset, you want this case set on that same day?
Yes, Judge, if possible.
Okay, now if it's disposed of, we have a jail run tomorrow. I guess we'll let you know if it's disposed of, and whether, I guess, the prosecutor would check with the prosecutor in the felony case to see if this case will be disposed of through your felony case, through that felony case.
Yes, Judge, and just as a heads up, I do have federal court at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay,
And so it's possible I could swing by afterwards and do it. But I'll be in touch with the prosecutor in your office, and I'll let y'all know.
okay, all right, thanks. And now, is this your only cases?
To my knowledge, yes, Judge.
Okay, so you're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. You have a good one as well.
All right, thank you. Arrington.
The day is person.
Yeah, I know. Where is he? That's just a bed right there, look like. Yeah. Let's see. We have Miss Arrington. That's James Paget. Mr. Paget. We have Claire Elizabeth Arrington, who is on Zoom.
I'm ready on Miss Arrington.
Okay.
I don't have a hearing set for that.
Okay, this is cause number 329776. Case of State of Texas versus Claire Elizabeth Arrington. We have Miss Arrington appearing via Zoom. Miss Arrington, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. Okay.
Awesome.
And thank you. Now, Mr. Kimler, could you please put your mic on mute?
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Kimler.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, Mr. Paget.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is your announcement in Miss Arrington's case?
Your Honor, at this time, we're not prepared to make an announcement. I would like to inform the court what's going on, which I think you'll approve of. Miss Arrington has substance abuse issues that she's finally come to terms with.
Okay,
She voluntarily submitted herself into the Franklin House.
okay,
So she is speaking to us
Okay,
right now
okay.
from Franklin House. My understanding from speaking to her mother is that she's in love with the program, working through it successfully so far, and doing it with a good attitude. And I think you could listen to her talk this morning. This is clearer than I've heard her speak in quite a while.
okay.
So really happy for her, but I would ask that the court, I'm not sure exactly what her out date is. Miss Arrington, what is your out date?
January 16th, but it's on a Sunday, so it might be that Friday before, or the Friday, or the Monday after, or Tuesday after.
So anything after that, I'll be
Okay.
prepared to make my announcement.
Okay, okay, your case is gonna be reset, Ms. Arrington, until February 2nd of 2022. And Ms. Arrington, the court would like to commend you for
I'll get with you.
taking control of your substance abuse issue. And we like to encourage you to continue on your path to recovery. Your path to recovery is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And as you know anything about a marathon, it's a long race, but you get tired along the way. But if you get tired along the way, you have a support system around you. And so you'll have someone to lean on, the people that you meet at the Franklin House, as well as your family members will be very supportive. And so continue on your journey. Your case has been reset to February 2nd of 2022. Your attorney has been given a copy of your reset date. And stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go. Thank you for being patient with us. And we'd like to continue to encourage you to stay on your path to recovery. Okay, so you're
Thank
free to
you.
go. You have a blessed day.
You as well. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And Mr. Paget, you have-
Mr. Arriaga, try your honor.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's up to you, Your Honor.
Yeah, we
You know, if you
can,
wanna
yeah, we
try
can.
You should have his sister there. And again, he does understand English.
Well, I just need a, well, I mean,
I
I
understand.
mean, it's just a basic, I
So
mean,
she's
it's just a
going
reset.
to- the
Okay,
sister
at
should
this
be-
time, you say he has someone, since we
His
have,
sister should be there.
okay, this is
She
cause
can
number
sign
three
on.
three zero six 42. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Sergio Javier Arriaga. Earlier, Mr. Arriaga acknowledged that he is Mr. Arriaga, who is appearing on Zoom. Now, Mr. Arriaga is here represented by his attorney, Mr. James Paget. And Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Arriaga's case?
Your Honor, at this time, we have not received the DVD evidence on Mr. Arriaga. I do have the offense report and all other discovery. As of yesterday, when I checked, the video was still not in.
Okay, so Mr. Arriaga's, so you need some more additional time for discovery. Is that
The only
correct?
thing I don't have is the video,
The video,
which I
okay.
believe is very.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you need a standard reset?
A standard reset would be fine. And again, I requested just so you'll know, I did request the discovery by email on the 14th of October, so.
Okay,
Shouldn't be
so
much longer.
that date is, okay. Mr. Arriaga, your case is gonna be reset until February 2nd of 2022. Your attorney will be giving a copy of your reset. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You are free to go and you have a blessed day. Okay,
She was doing sign language on the side. So I guess it took a minute for
okay,
her to get that done. But he does understand everything you're saying because I communicate with him in English. Exactly.
Okay.
all right.
Needless to say, we'll make him office.
Okay. This is cause number 326760 and cause number 326762. These are, this is another guy.
Oh, no problem.
Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Andre Paul Lede. We have Mr. Andre Paul Lede, who is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Lede, how are you doing?
I'm all right, Judge. How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Lede, there's a note that you're in treatment. Are you still in treatment?
Actually, I'm still staying at, I actually came voluntarily to the Texas House, a one-year therapeutic program in Houston. And actually, I left Beaumont to get away from that lifestyle. I went through like an episode a few months ago when I caught them cases like a year ago, but I actually graduated. But I'm still residing in what they call the transition house. But actually, yes, sir, I'm actually still here. I'm working the program. I didn't change like a whole lot. I really have.
Okay, now I see here you got a haircut.
Yes, sir. You see that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yes, sir. I had to.
Okay, Mr. Lede, do you have a scheduled date to complete the program?
I actually already graduated. I graduated September the 29th.
Okay.
It was a
And-
one-year program.
Okay, you say you graduated or you will be graduating?
I already graduated. I actually faxed Ms. Maxey was the prosecutor, and I think they changed it over to Mr. Ham,
Yes.
Me and Miss Maxie had actually discussed something but they changed the prosecutor. So I was trying to get hold of Mr. Ham, but since last week when I found out, but I haven't talked to him yet.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Ham is actually standing in front of he's on the monitor. That's the gentleman that you see on the monitor in front of the bench with the suit on.
Actually don't.
Oh, you can't see it through the video?
Oh, I see him right here. Yes, sir. The one with the suit on with the polo?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. No. That's Kimler that has the polo on. I'm talking about the gentleman that's standing up.
Oh, yes, sir. I see him right there.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's Mr. Ham. That's the gentleman that he's the prosecutor that is handling your case.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Ham?
So, Mr. Was a day, I guess you could just, he's pro se, huh? Yeah, okay, so you pro se, yeah, you just have to stay in contact with Mr. Ham regarding your case. Mr.
All right.
Ham.
Go ahead. Sorry, Your Honor. Go ahead. I was gonna ask, is there any way we can get it like disputed today? Because it's like really hindering me right now. I'm not going back to Beaumont because I don't even want to have nothing to do with Beaumont too much. There's no way.
Okay, Mr. Lede, you
Yes,
need
sir.
to talk to, since you're representing yourself,
Mhm.
the court does not get involved in any negotiations between the prosecution and the defense. And
All
so
right.
you have to talk to the prosecution on your own, okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
Now, what we're going to do, we're going to reset this case. Now, how long are you still going to be at that facility?
Actually, I'm staying here. I'll probably be here for a few more months, but I was actually trying to like find a apartment, but like these two misdemeanors is like kind of hindering me from like progressing. And actually, I had a job offer, another job. I had another job offer that I thought was going to get settled today in court. So I don't even know how that's going to work out now.
Okay, so Mr. Lede, we're going to give your case a standard reset.
Mhm.
And now you still have these when did these warrants have been out for a while?
9/29 of 20.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I was actually still here, but Miss Maxie said, I think once today came, I don't know. She said something about the warrants. She said, just be careful till today. You know what I mean? Then the warrants will get lifted, but how they works, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Huh? Yeah. Mr. Ham. Yeah, Mr. Ham, do you have any notes in your file on? Just hold on a minute.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lede.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ham looked on his system. He couldn't find any notes
Mhm.
from Maxie. So I guess he'll talk to Miss Maxie. Miss Maxie is still with the DA's office. She just
All right.
works in another court. So what we're gonna do, your case, yeah, we're gonna reset your case to February 22nd of 2022. Okay? And just,
All right.
just make sure it's February 2nd, 2022 at 9 a.m.
2022 at 9 a.m. Yes, sir.
Right. All right. So this will
All right, thank
conclude the case. Stay in contact with your bondsman. You're
Mhm.
free to go, and you have a blessed day. And continue your road to recovery.
Yes, sir.
Just over the period of time that you have been appearing, I'm able to see the change in your appearance. And so that not only suggests to me, but it tells me that whatever you're doing is working. And so keep up the good work. And the court like to encourage you to stay on that path to recovery.
Thank
Okay?
you so much, Your Honor. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
And I know you heard the story before. I told you that the road to recovery is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And you're gonna get tired along the way, but you have so you have a support system around you. And if you get tired, make sure you use that support system, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so your case is reset and you have a blessed day.
You have a blessed day also, Your Honor.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye. John Milam,
Yes, Your Honor, he's present outside the courtroom.
John Royce Milam. Yes, Melissa. You have Melissa, I made it. Okay. Okay, which one we gonna approach on? The Melissa Amata,
Yes,
since
Judge,
she's
if you
here?
may.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have to sign off.
Okay. Okay, this is cause number 325626. Case is style of state of Texas versus Melissa Lynn Almeida or Almeida? Almeida. How are you doing, Miss Almeida?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Miss Almeida, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Tom Kelly. Mr. Kelly, how are you
I'm
doing?
great, Judge. Thank you.
That's good. Mr. Kelly, what is your announcement in Miss Almeida's case?
Your Honor, we have an agreement here. If you would set us off to a plea docket, I think it's going to be handled before that date.
Okay. Give us a reset date. It's gonna be reset till February 2nd of 2022.
Sounds triple twos. That sounds good.
Yeah. Ms. Almeida, your attorney is gonna get your reset. Please sign the reset. And Ms. Almeida, we hope that you have a healthy child. Okay.
Baby's middle age. My baby's 17. She's still my baby. I've been there too. I have 4, so I've been in it.
Okay, we have John Milam. When'd you get John Milam?
Judge, I had
He's
just a
up.
general question. I know we can waive sometimes the length
Okay, this is cause number 329-588. Case is filed in the state of Texas versus Jesse Collin.
Yes, sir.
Is that your full name?
Yes, sir. Jesse Collins.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Collin?
Good.
Okay, Mr. Collin, you're here represented by your Attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, how you doing?
Doing good, Judge.
That's good. Mr. Adams, I see a note on the docket sheet that Mr. Collin was approved for a pretrial diversion program, October 26th of 2021. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Has he signed up?
No, we haven't signed up. I was trying
Okay.
to do my phone to see what date. I gotta go do that, but I know.
Okay.
he's taking up at a sign.
Let me do this here. I think the next sign up date is in the first week of February. Let's reset him for the second week of February.
Okay. Who's that lady that's in the pretrial diversion program? What's her name? The lady that's over the program, the lady that we contact. I can't think of her.
Stephanie? I don't know if she's or actually, she does the veterans, but
This-
Stephanie's for Pat, that's Pat.
What's that date?
No, he's already got accepted. It's the lady who.
It's somebody with the
Yeah.
probation department.
Peggy Harrison.
What's her name?
Peggy.
No, that's not the one now though. Somebody else. Another lady, kind of skinny lady. I can't think of her name.
Okay, now, Mr. Collin,
That's big
your
time.
case is reset to February 9th of 2022.
Okay.
You're gonna get your reset from your attorney who's signing for your reset right now. Now, what will normally happen, once you sign up for the pretrial diversion program, they normally dismiss the case the next week, and so if they do that, you will not have to come back to this court on the 9th. But if they haven't, your attorney is gonna check. You have to be here for February 9th of 2022, okay? Okay, you can get your reset from your attorney. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. And Mr. Adams, I think this is your only case?
Oh, no, I got one more.
Yeah, one more?
Okay.
Okay, is that Doc
Yes.
Ingo? Ingo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is cause number 330746. And the case is styled the state of Texas versus Doc Ingo.
No.
No?
Just
Oh,
say
oh, the
no.
G is silent.
Yeah, it's not
No. Okay, how you doing, Mr. No?
fine.
That's good. Mr. No, you're represented here by your attorney, Mr. Adams. Do we have any bond conditions in this case? Could you check? Mr. Adams, how you doing?
All right.
We have some? Okay, that's a DWI second. Reach me that, my tablet. Okay. Mr. No. What's the date? 8? Okay.
Sherry Sterling. That's what it is.
Sherry Sterling, that name sounds familiar. Could,
It's Sherry Sterling.
you make a copy? Thank you.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm trying to figure out.
No, your attorney just handed to you a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law, number 2. I will go over these conditions with you. Says following arrest and or accusation in County Court at Law, number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bonds or all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body, and that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, Section A, 2, and Section C2. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. That doesn't apply to you in this case, this condition, but condition number 4 does apply to you because your case is a DWI second, which is a subsequent offense listed under section 49.04 through 49.06 of the Texas Penal Code. And I will go over condition number 4 with you. It says the defendant who has been arrested or accused of any subsequent offense listed under section 49.04 through 49.06 of the Texas Penal Code shall not operate any motor vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with an interlock device mechanism that make impractical the operation of the vehicle if ethyl alcohol is detected in the breath of the operator. And said device shall be installed at the defendant's expense with written verifications of such installation being submitted to the court on or before the 10th day after arrest. And so it'll be on or after the 10th day after today. Okay, and I'm gonna make a change on that. Could you give me his bond conditions? I just need to write the word, instead of arrest, I'm gonna write today on that. Now, Mr. No, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, here you go. Now, Mr. No, if you violate any one of these bond conditions, your bond can be revoked and you can be arrested and put in the Jefferson County Jail. Now, in order to, once you get your interlock device, you can either,
Wait, I already had it.
oh, you already have it?
He gave it to me, so I did. I already had it for like over 2 months.
Oh, good. You ahead of the curve. Good, good, okay. Well, just continue to maintain that device in your vehicle, okay?
Yeah, sometimes I forgot about, leave the keys on and
Okay.
they charge me $50 for it.
Oh, wow. Okay, now, Mr. No, your case is being reset February 9th, 2022. Is that right? Or February 2nd of 2022. The attorney is going to get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Adams, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
You too.
This is cause number 330-540. Case is style of state of Texas versus Jamal Deron Thompson. Is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Thompson?
I've been better, but I won't complain.
Okay, I understand. Man. Hopefully your day will get a lot better than it is right now.
I hope so.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Thompson, your case is on the court's announcement docket. I see it a note here that you was to hire an attorney. Have you hired your
Yes, sir.
attorney?
No, I have not.
Okay, why haven't you hired your attorney?
Because I feel I just face it by myself.
Okay, so he needs to sign the waiver and the judge's explanation. Just have a seat. He's gonna give you a pad. It's cause number 330-052, case of style of state of Texas versus Justin Ronald Howard.
That's my client. Mr. Howard's right outside the door. Cody Henry.
Okay, I
That's him
didn't
right
have
there.
a chance to talk to you about this case.
Justin Howard.
Daniel. That's what we just.
Come forward. Would you please come forward and stand on the X?
He couldn't get pre-trial because he, so that's why.
This is cause number 330-052. The case of style of state of Texas versus Justin Ronald Howard. Mr. Howard, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Howard?
Good, and you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Howard. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. James Paget. Mr. Paget, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Howard's case?
Your Honor, at this time, I would like to make the court aware. I actually negotiated on this case with Miss Maxey. She made me an offer. In all fairness to Mr. Ham, I have not had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Ham about that offer to make sure that he's willing to stand behind it.
Well, Your
I
Honor,
have
if
spoken
you'll
to
give us
Mr.
a few
Boyd.
minutes. I'm
Okay,
sure
I'll hold
honor-
on.
Well, here's the situation. Let me go. I have all the discovery on the case. Today, I'm going to review that discovery with my client. So I have an offer. I've now received all the discovery. What I would ask for is a standard reset for my client to get to review the discovery.
Okay,
I'm quite certain, based on everything I know, that he's going to accept what the state's offer was. And in the meantime, I will contact or speak to Mr. Ham now, if he has time, and make sure he's okay with that offer. And if not, we'll tinker with it and
okay,
make it something that's
okay. So,
acceptable.
but in the meantime, we'll
In the
reset.
meantime, a regular reset,
Okay.
just so my client, and today I'm going to forward him all the
Is that
discovery.
February 2nd?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Howard, your case is gonna be reset to February 2nd
Fair.
of 2022. Your attorney is gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Okay, so you're going to work.
All right, thank you.
I'll send you all that today, and I'll let you know about today. Okay. All right. In all fairness, you know,
Mr. Patrick, do you want to reach out?
I knew it was Julie's, but there was a meeting already, so. I'll remember.
Mr. Bailey, would you please get Cody Lee Henry? This is mine.
Henry?
Okay, that's it, okay. This is cause number 330010. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Cody Lee Henry. Mr. Henry, how are you doing?
I'm doing good today, sir. Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Henry, you're here represented by your attorney James Paget. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Henry's case?
Your Honor, this is Mr. Boyd's case, and I see no problem working this case out whatsoever. My client doesn't have any prior criminal history. The issue we have is when this case was filed, there was also an allegation that there could possibly be a felony filed. It has not been filed as of today, and I think Mr. Boyd wants to check on that just before we close this case to make sure that we don't have a felony out of the same transaction. I would like to work them both out at the same time.
Has it been received?
It has been received, Your Honor. I'm gonna check. It was received, I think, in
June.
June 6th. I'm gonna check.
It's
with
been a
the
long
felony,
time, so I'm thinking.
and see if they're actually gonna file that, because it arose out of the same incident, so they may not file that. And we have an agreement based on the misdemeanor, but I'd like to see if they're gonna reject that, or
How much time do you need?
I think just a standard reset. I'll get with them, try and get with them today to see about getting that.
Okay.
I just, out of an abundance of caution, I would like to handle both cases at the same time if necessary.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna be reset
That's fine,
February
Your Honor.
2nd, 2022. Mr. Henry, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You get your reset. Is this your last case, Mr. Patrick? Is this your last case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
May I be
yeah,
excused?
you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
Court is in session and calls number 327-300. Case is filed, the state of Texas versus John Royce Milam. Mr. Milam, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Milam, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Milam, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Milam, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Milam?
Very good.
That's good. Mr. Milam, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about December 25th of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed, it says here, the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated second. Now, the state is abandoning the enhancement paragraph. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's right, Judge.
Right. And so what that means is, instead of being charged with a Class A misdemeanor, DWI second, you'll be charged with a Class B misdemeanor, DWI first, which we commonly refer to it as a lesser included offense. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, to this charge, Mr. Milam, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Milam, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, you'll notice here, there's a sentence, and that sentence is written in, say, the state abandons the enhancement paragraph. I wrote that in. Do you understand that? And that's what I just explained to you earlier, which makes this a Class B misdemeanor instead of a Class A misdemeanor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now on page 2 of the same document, Mr. Milam, there are a set of initials, J.M., on a line next to a box that says guilty. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that is titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you are giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I also have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Milam, prior to signing and initialing all of these documents that I've just mentioned, did your attorney, Mr. Kelly, go over these documents with you?
Yes, I did.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have okay, state, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit Number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection, states one.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Milam, you have, oh, not Mr. Milam, Mr. Kelly, you have advised and counseled Mr. Milam. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
Not at all.
Mr. Milam, your attorney, Mr. Kelly, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Milam, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial, and I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
90 days jail, probated over 18 months, $1,500 fine, 60 hours community service, DWI education course, drug and alcohol assessment, and ignition interlock.
Okay, Mr. Milo, the state is offering that you serve 90 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you'll be placed on probation for a period of 18 months. During the 18-month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $1,500 plus court costs of $407, which comes to a total of fine and court costs of $1,907. You will also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month and a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. You'll be required to pay the Jefferson County DWI education class and initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Now, your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you would have to pay each month while you're on probation, is $190. Will you be able to pay the $190 each month?
Yes, sir.
You'll also be required to perform 60 hours of community service, attend and complete a DWI education class, have a drug and alcohol assessment, and install a DWI interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate. You'll also be required to adhere to the standard terms and conditions of your probation. Mr. Marlin, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marlin, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Marlin, you're gonna stand on the X next to your attorney, and you're gonna stand in front of our court clerk and follow her directions. And once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir. Thank
Stand
you.
right there.
And you guys attach on to get back from the county clerk's office after you leave here before you go to probation. And then put your right thumb in the square.
Oh, that is what?
Downstairs, straight down the office.
Sign that black box right there. Swear that you've never before been given the further education or information for a felony or misdemeanor in any other state except for
I don't think we
here.
could, yeah.
Yeah.
And you further swear nothing else is needed.
Okay,
So,
we have to do the same thing with him too.
so we have everything, this is directions to probation, you can go there this morning after you get your tax form back.
Okay, this is cause number 326402. Case is style of state of Texas versus Jose Hernandez Zuniga. Okay, and how are you doing, Mr. Zuniga? You doing good? Mr. Zuniga, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Charles Rojas, who is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Rojas, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Rojas, what is your announcement in Mr. Zuniga's case?
Mr. Zuniga's case is going to be a plea, Judge. If we can maybe move him to a plea docket, and if you have something on a Monday, that'd be easier for me to get over there in
Okay,
person.
just hold on a minute. Ms. Smith, we need a reset on Jose Zuniga, page 1. Jose Zuniga, page 1 in the middle. He represented by Charles Rojas. He just need a standard reset. Oh, Mr. Rojas said, could you put it on a Monday if it's possible?
It'll be on 2/7.
Okay. Mr. Zuniga and Mr. Rojas, this case is going to be reset till February 7th of 2022. Mr. Rojas, your reset will be sent to you. I think this is your only case. You're free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Zuniga, stand over here. You're going to get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. You have a nice day as well.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I just had a follow-up question on Antoine Freeman's case. 329.
Yeah, he was supposed to file is that the one he was supposed to file the order? He filed the motion to withdraw, but no order.
Okay, so do I need to, would it be helpful if I just contact him and ask him to file a proposed order on that?
Yeah, we told him that 2-3 weeks ago. Because he filed a bunch of motions to withdraw, and if you file a motion, you have to have an order to go along with it. And so he knew that we asked him, he knew about that he didn't file the orders. He was going to file the orders, but I guess maybe something came up. I don't know. But that's all.